At 1:14 a.m., Denver International Airport security cameras recorded something impossible. A boarding gate appeared inside Terminal C for a flight that did not exist. Gate C-41, Flight 702, destination, Eidolon, no country listed, no arrival time, no airline code, just one word, Eidolon. First, people assumed it was a system glitch. Nobody paid attention until passengers started forming a line beneath the gate. Security footage later showed 23 people standing near Gate C-41 that night. None of them checked their phones. None of them spoke. None of them looked around. For nearly 8 straight minutes, every passenger stood completely still. One TSA investigator later described the footage using a sentence never released publicly. It looked less like people waiting for a flight and more like people remembering one. Then investigators noticed something worse. Every passenger near Gate C-41 blinked at the exact same time. Not once, repeatedly. Perfect synchronization, like their nervous systems were somehow connected. That was the moment airport security stopped calling it a glitch, because airports do not accidentally generate boarding gates, and passengers do not silently gather for destinations that do not exist. Marcus Reed first saw Gate C-41 during a maintenance shift near Terminal C. 39 years old, recently divorced, chronic insomnia, the kind of guy who spent more nights inside airports than inside his own apartment. Marcus later admitted something investigators found deeply disturbing. The gate didn't feel new, felt familiar, like he had passed it hundreds of times before, without consciously noticing it. Then the boarding announcement played. Now boarding Flight 702 to Eidolon. The voice sounded almost normal, professional, calm. But underneath the announcement, Marcus heard something else. A faint layer of breathing beneath the audio, like multiple voices speaking through the same throat. The message repeated every 47 seconds. Same pacing, same breaths, exactly identical, like something was trying to imitate human speech and almost getting it right. Marcus walked toward the gate expecting some kind of private charter departure. Instead, he found complete silence. No gate agents, no airline staff, no pilots, just passengers standing beneath the departure screen, waiting. Some held passports, some carried luggage. A little girl held a stuffed rabbit against her chest. An older man stood beside an oxygen tank. Nobody moved naturally. Nobody shifted weight. Even the luggage wheels made no sound against the floor. Then one woman smiled at Marcus as he passed. He smiled back automatically, then stopped walking, because he recognized her face. Not personally, from somewhere else. A news report, Colorado mountains, missing hiker, body recovered 2 years earlier. Marcus felt cold immediately, because the woman standing beneath Gate C-41 was supposed to be dead. He stepped backward. That's when he noticed something even worse. The passengers weren't reflecting correctly in the terminal windows. Their reflections lagged slightly behind their movements, half a second late, like the glass was struggling to keep up with them. Marcus pulled out his phone and started recording. The footage later leaked online for exactly 19 minutes before disappearing permanently. In the video, the passengers barely move. No conversations, no coughing, no footsteps, just silence. Then, at exactly 1:22 a.m., the departure screen changed. Final boarding call. Flight 702. Destination, Eidolon. And underneath it, a second line appeared briefly before vanishing again. Departure irreversible. That was the moment Marcus tried calling airport security. According to phone records, the call connected immediately, but no audio transmitted from either side. Just low electrical static. Then, beneath the static, Marcus heard breathing, slow, rhythmic, close to the microphone. Then something happened that investigators never fully explained. One passenger near the back of the line suddenly dropped a suitcase. The sound echoed across the terminal, and every passenger turned toward the noise simultaneously. Not naturally, instantly, like 23 heads snapping in the same frame of film. Marcus later admitted that was the moment he realized something was deeply wrong, because none of the passengers reacted emotionally.
No surprise, no confusión.
Just awareness, cold, focused awareness. Then the boarding process started.
No announcements, no scanner sounds.
The passengers simply began walking forward together, slowly, perfectly calm, like they had rehearsed it. Then one passenger suddenly stopped halfway through the line. Male, mid-40s, business suit. The man slowly turned toward Marcus and whispered something barely loud enough for the phone recording to capture. "Don't miss yours." Then he smiled and boarded the flight. Marcus later admitted that sentence terrified him more than anything else that night, because for a split second, he felt something impossible. Recognition, like somewhere deep inside his mind, he already knew what Eidolon was. And worse, part of him wanted to go there. At 1:31 a.m., ground radar detected an unauthorized aircraft leaving the airport. No registration number, no transponder code, no communication with the tower. The aircraft appeared on radar for less than 40 seconds, long enough to confirm one impossible detail. Its acceleration rate exceeded commercial flight limitations almost instantly. One air traffic controller later claimed the altitude numbers began changing so rapidly, the radar software stopped rendering them correctly. Then the signal vanished entirely, not out of range, not lost, gone. Like the radar itself stopped understanding where the aircraft was anymore. By sunrise, Gate C-41 no longer existed. The hallway was gone completely. Airport staff later claimed the area had always been a sealed maintenance wall.
No construcción marks.
No removed equipment. Nothing. Even stranger, several employees who originally reported seeing the gate later changed their statements completely. Some blamed exhaustion. Others claimed confusion. One woman resigned 2 days later and reportedly told co-workers something deeply unsettling before leaving. She said, "The gate only appears for people already thinking about leaving." That sentence changed the entire investigation, because when authorities later examined the leaked passenger manifests, they discovered something disturbing. Most of the passengers had recent histories of severe grief, financial collapse, terminal illness, suicidal ideation, or emotional isolation. People disconnecting from life long before entering the airport. Then came the part investigators never released publicly. Marcus Reed's name appeared on the passenger manifest too, Seat 23A, even though security footage clearly showed him remaining inside the terminal. Marcus became obsessed with Eidolon afterward. For months, he searched FAA databases, airport blueprints,
Aviation Forum,
dark web archives, anything connected to the word Eidolon. Then eventually, he found something hidden inside an abandoned aviation message board from 2009. A post written by an anonymous account, only 4 lines long. If Gate C-41 appears, do not look directly at the passengers. Do not respond if they speak to you, and never board the flight. The post was uploaded 16 years before the Denver incident. And according to recovered metadata, the account originated from an IP address inside Denver International Airport, Terminal C. At exactly 1:14 a.m., Marcus stopped sleeping after that. Co-workers later reported hearing him whispering to himself during overnight shifts, sometimes staring toward empty hallways for minutes at a time, sometimes stopping beside Terminal C, like he was listening for something. Then came the final incident. 3 weeks after Flight 702 disappeared, Marcus failed to report for work. No goodbye message, no banking activity, no phone usage, nothing. Police later entered his apartment at 1:14 a.m. Every clock inside the apartment had stopped. Exactly 1:14. The television displayed static. The hallway lights flickered continuously, and scattered across dozens of notebook pages, Marcus had written the same sentence repeatedly. Destination, Eidolon. Destination, Eidolon. Destination, Eidolon. Then beneath the final page, written in handwriting so unstable it barely looked human anymore, was one last sentence. They keep announcing my departure time. And according to neighbors, Marcus's apartment phone continued ringing every night at exactly 1:14 a.m. for nearly 3 weeks after he disappeared.
No voicemail.
No caller ID, just silence on the other end. And somewhere beneath the silence, very faintly, the sound of an airport boarding announcement.